12 signs that you'll live until 100. 12. You're spiritual. Measuring the power of prayer has long been a point of contention for many in the scientific community. But in a 2011 study published in the Journal of Religion and Health, researchers looked at more than 92,000 women, including smokers, drinkers, and women who exercised and those who didn't. Regardless of unhealthy or healthy habits, the study found that people who attended one religious service each week were less likely to be depressed than those who did not. Since depression can impact longevity, such attendance might help. A 1998 study, published in the American Journal of Public Health, also found that elderly community residents who regularly attended church services lived longer than those who did not partake. You'll find that one is a smoker and lives forever, while the other leads the healthiest of lifestyles and still dies at a young age. So, how do you explain this? Well, the research and study carried out by scientists are not a guarantee that you'll live a very long life. There are other vital factors that are at play, such as genetics and other influences. But the figures point out that if you desire to grow old in a healthy and contented manner, you need to have a positive attitude towards yourself and the rest of the world. 11. Your grandparents lived until a ripe old age. Chances are that if your grandparents lived well into their golden years, you have a great chance of living for a long time too. A study published in the journal Science explained that healthy aging is associated with two factors: environment and genetics. The original study looked at 1,055 centenarians and 1,267 controls, and it was discovered that they could predict a long life with almost 60 to 85% accuracy. Apparently, genetic markers and variants help dictate longevity in spite of environmental factors. The study doesn't particularly say whether these genes can be passed down, but it does hint at the idea that if your grandparents lived a long time, you may live long as well. 10. You had kids later in life. Gone are the days when people had kids in their early 20s. Nowadays, science says that it's more than okay to want to make your career the priority for some time. Quite a number of 100-year-old women have a history of having kids after the age of 35. A recent study also showed that women who gave birth after 40, without the aid of fertility treatments, quadrupled their chances of reaching 100. It's not that becoming a mom later in life promotes longevity, says Dr. Pearls. Rather, it's an indicator that a woman's reproductive system is aging slowly, and the rest of her body likely is as well. 9. You're a woman. Although exercising, healthy eating, and the right attitude towards life are important factors that go a long way when it comes to achieving long life, it's no secret that women have a longer life expectancy than men, almost everywhere on Earth. Men are mostly to blame for these statistics. They smoke, drink a lot, don't eat enough veggies, take more risks, and don't often visit the doctor. Moreover, men don't take care of other people as much as women do, and have a hard time maintaining social contact. Women, therefore, prove that lifestyle influences age a great deal. 8. You have lots of friends. Part of the joys of life is sharing it with other people. It's true that some people like social interaction more than others, but according to studies, social butterflies tend to live longer. And not just friends on Facebook. A review of 70 studies with more than 3.4 million participants showed that people who were socially isolated were at greater risk of dying early by 29%, and those who felt lonely despite having friends were at 26% higher risk. Translation: stop thinking that spending time with your friends is debatable. Brunch with your friends and road trips with besties is just what the doctor ordered. 7. You get enough sleep. Taking naps is one of the things we all wish we had more time to do. However, it could have immense health benefits that make finding time worth it. Reader's Digest goes ahead and explains that Harvard studied the residents living in the small island of Ikaria in Greece because it has such a high population of people who live until 100. They discovered that part of their culture is taking naps in the afternoon, and it was likely the reason why they lived for so long. Studies also show that those who took half-hour naps during the day are 37% less likely to die from heart disease than those who don't. Forget "I can sleep when I'm dead." A survey carried out by United Healthcare showed that centenarians make bedtime a priority, with about 79% of them logging 8 or more hours each night on a regular basis. Sleep is very essential for healthy aging. Reason being, your body has the chance to work on vital functions, and your cells and tissues recover from the stresses of daily life. Research also reveals that obesity, diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, and a weakened immune system are linked to few hours of sleep. To really reap the benefits of sleep, try going to bed and wake up at consistent times, and forget caffeine in the afternoon. Also, use your bed mainly for sleep, and not TV, phone calls, and work.